What is up, everybody? Manadad here. So I started recording a draft on day one of the format, and it's just my wife got sick with you know what, and I've been busy, so I didn't finish out the draft. But I played out the draft over the course of the week, and I thought before we get into the draft, maybe you would like to see for the first week of WoW, like what are the cards that are performing. We'll do a little rundown of what is good and what is not good in the set, and then we'll get into the draft. And so therefore you'll get that updated information as you also, and you can get information obviously by watching the games, but you will be able to see what I passed and didn't pick that I should have. So Gruff Triplets, game in hand win rate 68.2%, just a ridiculous bomb. Virtue of Persistence, this removal plus brings back stuff from your graveyard at the once you get up to 7 mana. Ridiculous bomb. Redcap Gutter Dweller. It's a 3/3 menace. Brings a rat with it, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, you put a +1/+1, and you exile the top card of your library, and you can play that this turn. So, card advantage plus just a body that's a threat. That's very high. I mean, I'm not surprised it's high, but I mean, I'm surprised it's kind of up there with Virtue of Persistence. I guess it's like 1.5% lower. Now, here's the big shocker of the format. This is the main thing I wanted to talk about here, and why I'm doing this little intro, is that Imadane's Recruiter, an uncommon, is up Mythic level. There's only 3 cards ahead of it, and they're rares and Mythics. So take these. The average last seen at, which is called the ALSA, is 3.59. Okay. 3.59. These other ones are picked almost first, averaging first pick, maybe a little bit more towards second pick for Redcap Gutter Dweller, which don't be passing that card, obviously. Goblin Bombardment right up there, too. This is another one that might surprise some people. Lord Skitter, we knew this card was going to be good. It's a 3/3 that just generates rats, army in a can. People not passing that one. Faustbane Troll, people are passing this one. I actually picked this up in a draft I did on my phone, like a 7th pick or something in a pack, so don't be passing this, people. Realm Scorcher Hellkite, we knew this is a great Mythic Dragon, 4/6, but it really can hit as 6/6 instantly, Flying Haste. Virtue of Loyalty, you knew this one was good, Mix a Knight, and then comes down on turn 5, hopefully, and buffs your whole team. Spellbook Vendor, really solid results for Spellbook Vendor. We'll take a look at the colors. Gumdrop Poisoner is really strong. Talion's Messenger. So here's our first blue card. Bitter Blossom, you knew that was going to be good. Horned Lockwhale, man. I faced this in a constructed game, and this is just a ridiculous card. Kind of surprised. I mean, I guess what is the game in hand win rate on this? Yeah, 61.9%. So we got a lot of ridiculous bombs here in this set. Gingerbread Hunter also up very high here. So don't sleep on these. It's ahead of its rare companion, Mosswood Dread Knight. That has, look, this has an ALSA right here of 3.01. So you can pick this up as late as pick 3, this Gingerbread Hunter. Song of Totentans. Restless Cottage, very high win rate for the green-black dual land. Goose Mother, Huntsman's Redemption. And this is in blue-green, which is a color pair people are not that into, so take that into account too. Huntsman's Redemption. Tough Cookie, loving this card. I've been putting this in as many decks as I can. Ashiok Wicked Manipulator. Here's the Planeswalker of the set. Game in hand win rate 61.3%. We'll just do all the 60% and above. Welcome to Sweet Tooth. This is just a super high value saga. Sleep Cursed Fairy. This is the one drop people were going to ask, is this a constructed plant or is it good and limited? I think we have enough data now to know. The answer is it's good and limited. Twining Twins, obviously very good. Torch the Tower. So here's our first common. Being able to hit something instant speed, and also the bargain ability, which can be an upside sometimes, weirdly. Really good. You want to be able to hit stuff in instant speed because people are playing more auras. We got Godric Cloaked Reveler here. Just powerhouse. Kellen, the Fey-Blooded, the Mythic Adventure Creature, Heartflame Duelist, coming in at 60.7% game in hand win rate. Tied with it is the Tangled Colony, which is a rare that can't block. Surprisingly high win rate for a card creature that can't block. But again, when it dies, it just makes a ton of rats. So I guess as long as you're aggressive enough. Werefox Bodyguard, not surprised. This is at 60.3%. We're still not out of the 60% game in hand win rates here, which is vanity. So that's another uncommon to keep in mind. I got wrecked by this card. Somebody brought it back with the black-white bring back an enchantment thing. They got to play it against me twice. Witchstalker Frenzy. Another uncommon. Interesting that the red deal 5 is so good, but it is instant speed. Again, being able to kill those creatures out with the auras, and it does get a discount for creatures that attack this turn, so you can use it aggressively or defensively. Scalding Viper at 61.1%, and now just to dip down below 60%, we've got Twisted Fealty. Oh wait, no, Twisted Fealty is still 60.1%. We're still not below the 60% win rate. That's the Steel, so you use that in the Steel and Sack deck. Obviously, people are using that pretty effectively. Finally, Candy Grapple. Black instant speed kill spell at 59.8%, so also still very good. All right, that is the top performing cards. Now let's look at the deck color data. So Premiere Draft, which is all that's available right now in Arena. Of the 2-color decks, we've got Boros at 58.2%, Golgari at 58%. Very close, Rakdos 57.7%. So the red decks and the black decks doing pretty good. Gruul 56.8%. I believe that's the next one. And Selesnya, a little bit surprised at that. My brother just drafted a 7-win. I think it went 7-0 Selesnya deck. So you can build very strong Selesnya decks here. 54.5% win rate. Izzet 54% win rate. Orzhov 53.8, Dimir 53.6, and Simic 52%. And looks like Azorius, hopefully I've read those all correctly and in order. Azorius at 50.6%, the lowest of the win rates. Also been played, looks like possibly the least. No, people are playing Simic the least. Looks like at least this is, of course, 17 lands users. That's why all the win rates are above 50%. But the most played looks like the top players here in. I guess actually we could look at the top players, see if it changes. But the 17 lands users, assuming they're better than the average player, are picking Rakdos to play the most, steering themselves into Rakdos. Now let's see. If you look at the top players, do we have any changes? We got 61.8% for Boros, 61.3% for Rakdos, 60.8% for Golgari. So a little bit of a change there. 60.4% for Izzet. So the top players really know how to build the Izzet decks, it looks like, in a way that the lower players don't. Selesnya 59.4, Gruul 59.6. So Gruul should have come before Selesnya slightly there. Anyways, interesting stats. Definitely some top decks, but fairly even. I wouldn't say out and out there's one deck that's terrible. Looks like if you're a top player, Azorius is actually better than Simic. So again, the top players. So maybe if you're going to avoid one deck, avoid Simic. But if you get that Goose, I guess you can get a good high win rate. So that is the stats sitting on 1 week into the format of WoW. Now check out this sweet draft. We got my brother commenting. He's a much better drafter than I am, and of course he was into Imidane's Recruiter from his very first deck. His first deck was a deck with 3 or 4 Imidane's Recruiters, so he knows what's up. He'll talk us through the draft, and then we'll continue on and see how the deck plays out. Hey, welcome to the Attic. Mana Dad here with my brother Brobi One Kenobi.
What's up?
Frequent Mythic drafter. He's been a little chilled out on Magic for the last couple sets, but You're back. You were in this set, huh? You were studying up. We're day one of the format. He's already got a busted red-white deck that he just beat me with when we scrimmaged. We're going to do a draft here. We got Elusive Otter. This is a color pair people say is not great in green, blue. I don't think it's the strongest rare. Huge pack for white. Our enchanted archive, whatever the enchantment slot, is a Griffin Airy, which is a build around.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to do the build around on that yet. Otherwise, what do we see? I guess the Kellen's Light Blades jumps out at me just for his removal. I've been impressed by this card in the one draft I've played.
The red card that does 4 damage and then creates a roll token is good too. It's a good red common.
Yeah, and that cuts red. The pack is so white. Maybe that's the better strategy.
Might be.
All right.
Red was strong.
With Brobi 1 Kenobi. Here's your raid bombardment. We could do the build around.
It will go around though. I mean, I guess you could take it early. That's the fairy.
So we got the deal 5 thing. Let's switch this. Oh, this is great. If you can get somebody put curiosity on this, it just destroyed me because I didn't have removal right away. It's just a 1/3 flying vigilance, but then it's also got a mill
that you can draw a fairy or instant.
You can draw a fairy or instant.
Yeah, I like that card. I think that's way better than raid bombardment. I mean, but I understand.
Prankster. Well, people say don't go into blue, although I was getting beat by the blue flyers. I think blue is the color you move into when it's open. Like, I like this reindeer. Could be interesting in the.
I cut him out of my deck. He is enchantment
red-white.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to cut in here too.
I think red in number 2 if you're going with raid bombardment because you need all the fairies with raid bombardment. I'm pretty sure you need fairies.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll think about doing a
fairy. You want to see if raid bombardment wheels, basically.
Okay, Tale for the Ages is another build around, and that's coming here on pick 3. So maybe people don't want
that. That's a huge sign.
We got another Prankster. Got Knightly Valor.
Yeah. Hopefully this
doesn't work with any of the things we got. We got the Frantic Firebolt. I mean, that just goes right already with
the
what we got.
That's Tale for the Ages is good enough that it's a signal. Even though you let some white cards go, those packs are heavy white. You'll get a white card back. I would just go ahead and take that.
All right. Impact Tremors. Just ping people down.
Yeah, that's.
So we got the green-white signpost here. Creates a monster roll, so that would be good. Enchanted creatures get +1/+1. That plays right into the Tale for the Ages.
It does.
It was a bit slow though. And you can't attach the monster roll to it, so it doesn't make a 5/5 trample. I don't know. What do you like?
Yeah, I think you can take the signpost uncommon there. On the green-white deck.
Let's see. We're staying open.
I think that deck's strong. Okay.
So this guy's 2/3 make a treasure. And you can hand off the treasure. There's got another cut in, which does make a roll. So we could be red-white rolls. This is a 5-mana flyer that makes a roll.
I think cut in is better than that. What's ground seal do?
Garbage and limited, but I mean, if you have a bargain deck, you could play it, right? Because it just cycles for 2, and then you can sack it off to your bargain.
I think you can take the other cut in. You might be playing the 3 colors with green anyway. Green, white, red rolls.
We'll see. But here's this bargain combat trick that was so good. There's Kellen's Light Blades.
Yeah, this Light Blades you wanted.
And I've liked the Voracious Vermin in the black decks.
Grab your white blades.
Do you think just Light Blades?
I think so. You're not 100% in any color at this point, but
I do like Curse of the Werefox. If we do that up in green,
yeah, that's a good card.
That's green removal. We've got this green, red. So this could just be a 2-mana 2/2. that can gain double strike, even
Yeah,
if you
that's pretty
don't
good.
use the green side. Or we got the Celebration, which would be good if we're dropping lots of enchantments.
That green red.
Daredevil is our Rimrock Knight of this
Yeah.
format.
There's some good cards here. Picnic Runner and the Curse of the Waterfall.
You like the Ruiner?
It's a good card.
This is there's a white sorcerer roll one
Double
too.
strike is good with Rune. These getting them buffed, you know.
This has some tricks you can do with it. The Stockpiling Celebrant. So Merry Bards, you can pay 1, get a Young Hero roll.
Right, you can get a Young Hero roll from them.
This is obviously a red-black card because it just needs rats. Probably the Merry Bards, I'm thinking.
I can't read the text on the green cards well enough to tell you what they're doing.
I thought you said you studied up the set.
Well, I mean, I didn't study it up. I was watching.
Make sure I can even hear you.
Bolus's draft guide, basically, and then watch a little bit of stuff on YouTube.
Okay, I hope people can hear you. Oh, see, Nikolai Bolas has very different opinions on what's strong in this set than the other, like limited resources or Lords of Limited people.
Watch LSV do a draft.
Besotted Knight makes a royal roll, so that's probably pretty good. We got a fairy with Celebration.
So your what have you didn't come back. I think you're in on rolls. I think you want to be green-white rolls.
Green-white rolls, you think?
The
red cards, we got 2 cut-ins.
Maybe you can play 3 colors.
Or we could have 3 cut-ins.
4 cut-ins. You have a reindeer there too. That
got
plays
the reindeer.
with rolls.
We have plenty of 4-drops though. We need the lower mana curve stuff. Here's Knightly Valor. There's a roll. Again, higher. Well, there's a black removal spell
maybe
too.
Your red-white rolls, you just splash for Sir Armand.
I wonder if we just take a flyer on this. Why is black this open that you can just get straight up removal?
Sure. That's interesting.
It could be black-white rolls. Because we do want to play Tale for the Ages and see how good it is.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What we need is low drop creatures though.
Yeah, you do.
Impact Tremors.
So that came back. That card's good.
That's good in the Celebrate deck, so if we ended up red-white, that would work. And just take a Ground Seal for...
The Puff's not a bad card.
It's not a bad card, actually. Somebody was just dropping those one after the other against me. So I got killed by the green-black land that turns into a creature. I didn't even realize somebody was playing it.
Well, that's pretty good. It puts a counter on a creature when it attacks.
I think this might be the best of the creature lands, too.
Lands, yeah, dang. What else is here?
We got Two-Headed Hunter. Any like low drop creatures? We got the Light Blades, Witch's Mark. Guess we got Root Rider Fawn. Maybe
there's not that much fixing if you're.
Utopia Sprawl is in the pack.
Yeah,
you want fixing. That's like top
not,
tier. You got to be heavy green.
Yeah, I think you don't feel like that at this
We
point.
got the Signpost for blue-red. Lets you cast instants and sorceries off the top of your library. It's kind of far from what we've been drafting. This fairy's pretty good. Just -4, -0 combat trick thing, and then comes down as a 3/4 flyer. A 3/4 flyer is for real because there's really not a lot to deal with flyers. Okay, so we got a blue-black rare getting passed to us. You don't want to play Leyline of the Void. It's just, I mean, you can play it out of the sideboard, but that's not good for limited. I mean, you might want to draft it in paper. It's a valuable card, but...
What's Candy Trail do?
Candy Trail.
That's the
Tough Cookie? That's our Tough Cookie.
No. Your Candy Trail down to the artifact.
Oh, yeah, the artifact. This is kind of just a glue card. Doesn't do anything for roll tokens. I love this Hamlet Glutton, as you know.
Yeah, that guy's good.
This dies, it creates a roll, but that's probably too slow for us. We need to narrow down on what we're doing here. This is a combat trick that makes a roll, so...
Okay, I think that's good enough.
We'll just do red-white rolls.
That guy's not bad at all. Shattered Shepherd.
Yeah. Even if you don't play the black side.
Yeah. The rat spatcher trainee's better though. What's the uncommon there?
This guy's an uncommon. This Boundary Lands Ranger 2/2 beginning combat on your turn. If you control a creature power 4 greater, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. 3 bowls
like
of
that
porridge.
trainee guy where you're making the 2 rats and you're getting a 2/1 first strike.
This guy? Yeah, and
yeah,
we need low drops.
He's good.
We do need low drops.
He doesn't come back either. He's a high picker. I think he might be the red common creature.
Okay, so let's just narrow down on a red white. So there's the Ranger.
The Ranger.
See, this is another celebration triggerer here. I think we just need the Ranger though. We need enough low drops.
Yeah.
Just put our rolls on.
Fun here.
Guess that could consider black again.
Black's not out of the question. It feels open.
Here's the 2/2 tap target creature. That's more of a blue-white thing than the tap stuff, but this is the theme.
What are these black cards? Black is wide open.
This guy could be good in our deck. 2/3 vigilance. Probably could wheel too. I don't see any other decks really wanting this guy.
Really?
What do you think? I mean, are we narrowed down, or should we still consider stuff like?
I think you probably got to start grabbing creatures unless you spec on a couple colors at this point, but like you don't have fixing to go away from what you're doing. I don't think
you can get fixing in this. So you get Little Red Riding Hood here.
But the guy that where the creatures can't block and
yeah,
is a haster.
Yeah,
probably a filler.
We actually don't have like things beyond 4, so I know you like this catapult.
Cool. I like a catapult if you're playing a bunch of instants and sorcerers for sure. You also have the black removal card in here again.
There's an equipment. It's just an overrun.
You could just splash for Tell of the Ages and just look at switching to red black. It's an option.
This one, Shatter the Oath.
Yeah.
That it auto.
Oh, is that the removal card?
Yeah, we got 2 of those.
You could go to black at this point. Is what I'm trying to think.
There's another one here in this pack.
Well,
stab wound
also,
though.
Stab wound's better. I say you go red black right now, and then you just try and maybe splash Tell of the Ages because you have the duel here. You might be there. You go. Brings back. That's a great card. That's a good card.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want.
All right. Maybe we just weren't make a roll, or do we just rare draft?
I think that roll's not bad.
Got a red 2/2.
And the Burrow Naughty there too.
Oh, that's true. If we're going black, we need. Oh, that wears enchantments nicely too.
Yeah, it does.
With the vermin.
All right, you
made this right makes pivot. A roll. I guess so. Okay. End of pack 2.
Jeez.
Hey, Lord Skitter's Blessing, perfect.
What's the uncommon?
So I had this in my other deck. If you watched my last draft, makes a wicked roll, and then you just get to draw a card and lose a life. It just becomes a 2 mana. As long as the creature you put the roll on. So you have to have a creature, and you have to. It has to stick, but then it's a 2 mana for Phyrexian Arena, which is pretty strong and limited.
You also have an Evolving Wilds.
We got this guy, which might come back if nobody's red black.
Oh. White was totally cut off. Oh, here's the Heartflame Duelist.
Well, that's not cut off now. We can play this just one side of it.
I think you might splash for white though, because you have the dual land.
We do have the dual land.
All you need is like another 1 or 2 sources. Torch the Tower.
Torch the Tower too.
And the Burrow Naughty.
There's the Evolving Wilds.
Yeah.
It takes us away from being a faster deck if we're doing the splash. I guess maybe we're not, right? Because we need
You're just
we need
barely
to get a bunch
splashing
of
for Tale
creatures
for
and
the
then get
Ages.
stuff on them. I wouldn't mind having a bargain, so if we just don't have this sitting out with nothing going on.
I think you have a lot of orders going down though.
So here's a 1-drop that can make an enchantment.
Yeah, and makes an aura. Yep. He's good. I was playing him in my deck.
3/3
He
flyer.
came to me a lot of this good first turn draw.
Ginger Brute. Is that better than the 2/1? I don't think so. Ginger Brute is good. We wouldn't mind having Ginger Brute.
Wound again.
It's a good target for the aura.
That warehouse.
Prophetic Prism.
Oh, that's that you're fixing?
Is you're fixing if we're doing fixing.
Okay.
Otherwise, maybe a stab wound. Got a 1-drop warehouse tabby.
It's a tough call at this point because you're already kind of filling out, but
I think Prism, right? Like just keep the splashing white option open here.
Dark Tutelage. What's going on with this guy?
Okay, if you're really low to the ground, this is a great card. Otherwise, this is just great value.
Yeah, it's pretty good value. Huh?
You do have to have a target for it. Otherwise, do we want a 3-drop that cares about enchantments? There's just another of these 5-mana kill spells. I guess nobody wants those. Hey, black rare, pick 7.
Black was so open. It's crazy.
So the joke of this one is if you can get to 5 mana and have a food out, you crack your food and you can give something -3/-3.
Yeah, but in and of itself, it can make a food.
And it makes the food, right? So I don't know how you just unless you don't pass that card if you're in black. I don't think.
The naughty, I think, gives you another low.
I think the naughty or this is scry 1 every time an enchantment enters. But
yeah,
I like the flyer.
You're just not. I think you're just only really playing Tale for the Ages, basically, out of the white and the duelists on the splash.
This came back.
Yeah.
Also got the Frantic Firebolt.
Dang.
And the 2/1 reach that gives you fixing.
Oh yeah. Huh. Stick Scream Puff.
To have more top end. So you still want to go all in on Tale for the Ages because I feel like once we're splashing it, it's not that exciting.
I mean, imagine if all your creatures are wearing rolls.
Do another Scream Puff, or do we want? Do we have enough Rat Makers? I don't know. Running out of time.
You got a few rats.
At least they fixed the. You go watch my first draft. As you could see that when they had initially, this was pretty. Okay, we can get a Ginger Brute. That's not bad. Pick up this late. Sugar Rush, Combat Trick. And a 2-drop.
Oh, dude, he's got a good ability for your deck, too.
Kind of. I mean, it could give us that last little point of reach. It's a point where you attack in with something that's enchanted and they can't block it because they'll take the damage anyway, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know on the splash.
3 white sources. You would only need 1 plains.
We could just play this for deal 3 damage to any target instant. Don't have to play the creature side at all.
I mean, if you're playing for Tale for the Ages and just that card, and you play 1 plains, or maybe you don't even play the plains. I guess the Evolving Wilds is useless if you don't play 1 plains.
Well,
That
you
gives
need
you four. That gives
probably
you.
3
That
other
gives you.
white sources
That
for
gives you access through the Prism, the Wilds, the Bivouac, whatever that word is.
bivouac. Yeah,
Biovac.
bivouac.
Bivouac.
Remember Weezer? Jack
Yeah.
Kerouac sheltered in his bivouac
Bivouac. Okay.
from
That's like a 10.
the Blue album.
Okay. No, I don't remember that.
It's a deep cut. It's late in the album. I don't know.
I mean, take white out and just see if you can get a really good black red aggressive deck that cares about rolls.
Oops.
Because you need white anyway for that dual land to activate it, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
You want
silly.
this guy maybe?
That guy's
Take
good.
out Besotted Knight. Okay, so what are our strong cards then? We got these Bognaughties, which get lifelink as long as we control another fairy, but I think they're the only fairies we have, right? Yeah. So it would only be if we get both of them going that we get the lifelink. Which is not impossible, but we get the impact tremors potentially if we're making tons of rats. This guy, if we do end up putting in the stuff that lets us filter mana,
he has better ability for you, yeah, if you have the one.
The vermin
Maybe
makes a
play, like,
rat.
Prism.
This is great,
Is it-
the Gumdrop Poisoner. I don't know. I'm not loving it.
No, I don't
Let's take a look at the
need
white
to
cards.
feel like the roll payoff is where you have to be on.
I feel like maybe we go red-white. Even though we hit black so hard, maybe we could splash black.
No, with the Shattered Oaths. You can get rid of the Scream Puffs, right?
Well, those are splashable. Yeah, we'd have to lose the Shattered Oaths. And we rely on just like
You have plenty of good black cards
the
here,
Heartflame Duelist and the 3 cut-ins as our removal, and just hope we don't face anything too huge. And we get the reach with like impact tremors and stuff. We do have Lord Skitter's Blessing in black.
Yeah, I think you just build around the roll stuff. I really feel like you splash for white. You just go hard down on your rolls. You put in your you got the right amount of fixing, go down to 1 planes. You put in your roll stuff.
Oh, you think we do go 1 planes?
And you get and you play your one. You can play the dual land at this point. Get rid of them.
Our chances of turning it on get lower. And then you run the Prism too?
Yeah, you run the Prism too. Prism's a replacer. You don't need like a Ginger Brood or something. Well, Ginger Brood's fine, but like you don't need. You can cut something else out.
Like the naughties. Sellsword lets you kind of fling something. So maybe that's not the best adventure.
It's all right. It's on its own. It's fine if you cast it after your creatures die. Like it gets +1/+1 counters for every creature that died in combat. Like
Lord
so
Skitter's Blessing. I mean, ideally we hit one of our 1-drops and then Lord
so like
Skitter's
if your
Blessing.
rats were to die, yeah.
Sugar Rush, we probably don't need that.
No, cut that.
Witch's Vanity. It's good value.
It's fine. Leave that in for now. Keep going down. We'll leave that in for now.
You'll leave that in. Wicked Visitor seems possibly replacement level there.
Yeah.
Boundary Ranger, possibly replacement level. Impact Tremors. Do you have some ways to make? I think that's a cut though.
Yeah, because you're playing less creatures and you're going with.
We have
You can
more
splash that
removal.
through the prism.
This guy, if we keep the prism in, we can run this guy.
Yeah.
And actually run the. I mean, I think you keep this in even if you're a mono red deck, right? Because
Right.
it's a
pretty
2/2
good.
that can sometimes get up to a double striker. And
Yeah,
if you have a combat trick like this, it's like ridiculous.
Right.
You're adding 6 damage for 1 mana. This guy seems great.
He's good.
Well, I mean, it's first strike, right? So if we're putting rolls down, a 3/2 first strike is huge. And then you don't even have to play the rat side.
Well, if you put that like young hero roll on him, he'll grow all the way up to like a 5/4.
Yeah, but is there any young hero? I guess this makes a young hero in red, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty good.
On
The witch makes a roll for 1 mana, and it's just a 2/3 menace, which will wear rolls nicely. Poisoner is definitely in. Stab wound is definitely in. Vermin, I'd say, is definitely in. Like, this card has been pretty good when I've seen it. Comes down a little underpowered, but then
he's fine. He looks good.
Can just grow over the course of the game.
The Merry Bards is very replacement level.
Yeah, let's cut that.
Ringer.
Whisper, I think we can cut.
Yeah.
Horseman, the 3/3 that's got a raised dead.
I think the raised dead ability is.
And then I think you keep the 3 cut-ins. It's a
but
bit
you're gonna have to start
pricey.
making cuts, yeah.
Bit pricey as removal. I mean,
And
maybe the Shatter of the Oaths.
It's bad against green.
It's bad against green, but against everyone else. We like the young hero roll. Maybe we cut one of them.
Maybe one
Cut
Scream Puff.
cut one Scream Puff. You like this Bruiser. I would like to play this Bruiser just to see how it plays. Because I feel like that sorcery is often like a game ender. The like creatures can't block.
Yeah.
And also having a haster can be awesome.
Having haste body, like if you have a bunch of mana. I think you could cut him though. And
then we cut those 2 2-drops, and then we just are down to 1 cut.
You have 18 lands in right now. With the Involving Wilds.
You're right.
So,
all right, so cut a swamp.
I guess.
Okay, you like this one?
Maybe you cut a mountain because you have the mountain with
the bivouac.
Yeah,
so we got a 7 and 7.
Take a look at your
7 7 3.
Take a look what the draft deck says. Yeah, you need more. Yeah,
more black than red.
Like that. Yeah. Sure.
We wouldn't go down one more red, would we?
You want to test it out against my deck, or you want to?
Yeah, we'll test it out. I don't think I'll record it, but because nobody seems to watch it when I play our scrimmage matches.
No, nobody wants to watch this.
But then I'll play it out and we'll see how it goes.
Right.
So stick around, viewers. Seem to have lost Brobi. I'm going to play a game with this deck. Okay, we got our duelist. We got our sellsword. Got our Skitter's Blessing. Let's get the sellsword down. Oh, now you're back. I just started a game. I didn't know what happened to you.
Oh, I thought I was going to use the weapon.
Oh, I did miss that. I'll go back to sharing my screen so you can watch this deck in action.
Yeah,
I'll probably lose quickly.
Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. Just because it's like a win fast or lose quick kind of deck. And I'm flooding out already. Maybe if the Skitter's Blessing sticks on the sellsword. They got a 2/3 first striker.
You can get rid of that with your duelist. No, you can't.
I could get rid of it with the duelist. What's this do?
That guy gets double strike.
Oh yeah, that guy. I think you want to remove that guy right away, huh?
I think so.
There's no way they're not triggering Celebration next turn. Drop that guy. Oh, they're green-white Celebration. So Bellowing Bruiser we can't do anything with. Cut In we can't do anything with. I think we're just on the Skitter Blessing here. Hope they don't have the deal 3 damage. Should I not even attack?
Oh, I don't know.
Is this guy too valuable to risk against the white removal that deals 3?
I would have attacked, I'm sure.
Yep. I like drawing cards. What can I say?
You can cut in that guy down now.
I can. I would rather have a creature down, but I could also just haste in a 4/4. This card is good.
I think you just cut that guy down.
I'm gonna lose the roll that I've got already.
But you can put a young hero on him and get him bigger.
Yeah.
Because he grows to a 4/4, and then that thing stops.
Yeah.
Because he gets it at 3. I thought it might stop at 3. Maybe I misread it.
Okay. I mean, again, I could cut in. Can I do this and cut in? No.
No.
I can make it so this guy can't block, though.
You can.
So I can get in. Target up to 2 creatures. Sorry, just 1 creature. Make my guy 4/4.
He might not have blocked your dude. I guess he would have.
With
the...
I might have worried about a combat trick, but... Alright, let's hope they play a creature with mana value 2 or less. I'm gonna kill this guy now. Yeah. At least that grows the vermin. Oh, we're gonna kill the vermin now. That got him out of the range of the cut in too.
Well, you can still attack and then cut in later.
Let's see how I want to play this.
Because
I got this Bruiser.
The Bruiser can't trade with that
Bruiser
guy.
Can't trade anymore. I guess I'll just get in with the 1/1.
Yeah, right. Because you could play your Rat Catcher here. Sure, let him do it. You play your Rat Catcher and then you cut in. You're gonna lose your rat.
I don't get the adventure side.
You could have done both. You could have done the adventure side. That was a mistake.
No. It's 3 mana to do the adventure side.
3 + 4, you had 7 mana.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have had enough to
For what?
do the thing.
Oh, I don't know. I think you did.
They're just dropping 4 toughness creatures left and right here. So we can do the food thing. Give this -3/-3.
Yeah, and you can do it at, can you do it at instant speed?
We can, actually. Well, no, because we have to cast it. I can make the food at instant speed. I can just make a 4/4 haste here and see if they want to trade.
Yeah, sure. They're out of cards.
Don't tap all my black
You
mana,
can play your
please.
duelist too, you know.
That's why I'm
At this point.
tapping like this. Oh, they take it.
Nice.
So duelist and make a food. You can make the food instant speed, so we'll just wait.
That was a good turn.
They're at 6. They play the green white guy. They make that guy a 6/6. But they are at 6 here. Man, we need some way to gain 1 more life. I guess with the instant sorceries having lifelink, we might be able to get there with the poisoner.
Yeah.
We could also play this and wait till turn 2, and we'll have 2 foods, so then we can do a -6/-6.
You could. Yeah, make your food now, though. because you don't really have a target on that. He's gonna. Oh, it's got vigilance.
Okay, Monstrous Rage.
Interesting. Cool.
Well, get in with the 4/4, right? Because
You can monstrous rage.
I'd trade with that anyway.
You can also attack with the first strike. Guy, and monstrous rage, and then the gumdrop poisoner can kind of take out whoever after that, right? You can swing everyone. You got to swing all attack.
Yeah. Coming in hot. See how they block.
Okay, so I think you. Yeah, that was correct.
Do I rage on the
6/6?
You mean 4/4? And then I'll take out the Sir Armont with the Gumdrop Poisoner.
Okay. Yeah.
They lose their board basically.
Yeah.
And we end up with a 3/2 first striker.
So I got some.
They can attack as 4 first strike. So if they just
got
keep
lifelink attached to it, is your lifelink? No.
It just the spell has lifelink, but
he's got trample. That's
yeah,
almost lethal.
Maybe I should have trampled.
It might have been lethal on the dispatcher training
on
the
duelist.
Different roll. Oh no.
And then crack the food first.
You can play the Burrow Naughty still too, huh?
Yeah, that's a lethal threat. Okay, they had hexproof. Well.
Yeah, I thought they might have that card because
we still got lethal with the Naughty.
Yeah.
Or if they can't play another blocker. They got one card, so I think they're toast. I think this GG is here.
Does that any creature get haste?
Well, it comes into play tapped anyway. I guess I should have played. I just played without it. No.
All right.
Werefox Bodyguard. Okay. Okay. That was a good card to have as their last card. They got to take out the Naughty. The Naughty is lethal no matter what.
Your Vitality can't kill it either, huh? Oh, they messed up. Hit resolve. Go win the game.
They got greedy. But they forgot this guy can pump. Oh, they're going to sack it for 2 life. Aha. Well, I can pump it 2 more times. Yeah, you better sack it for 2 life. Yeah, yeah.
What's this? He's got permanent hexproof?
I don't know. It's whatever. They know they're toast. I wouldn't pay the ward. Sweet. Win number 1 for the deck. Okay, back days later. My wife has been sick. She caught the COVID, and for the rest of the family had it. So I've been keep parent going on. It's keeping me busy. Okay, we got our Evolving Wilds here. is good because we mostly got black cards. Let's get out the Brute turn 1. Why not? Can't get the Baronati on 2 anyway. Unless we draw a swamp off the top. Oh, we do. Can't catch me. The gingerbread man. Very naughty. Yes. Anyways, going no camera angle for at least this game here. Got messy hair. What am I gonna say? Okay, this guy is cool. We could stab wound him. Maybe should have played the Evolving Wilds. I don't know. Just attack with Baronati Pump. I think we'll stab wound this guy. He might chump block the Gingerbrute, so 2/3 is the perfect stats to pop a stab wound on. As long as you got a flyer to get in. Question is, do they not play a land here to try and generate treasure? I will play Evolving Wilds next turn. Go get my second black. Rankles Frank. Holy moly. Nice for that. Okay. That was a rare. So if you don't know Rankles Prank, each player discards 2 cards, each player loses 4 life, each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Wow, okay. Gonna get their guy back, but I think Scream Puff's gonna be pretty good. What is this? This is a 2/2 menace. It brings back a card from the graveyard, so already fantastic. And when an enchantment is put into a graveyard, it gets +1/+1, and they scry. Probably worth cutting in on. The opponent looks like they might have some serious removal. They wipe my board pretty good. They're going to generate a treasure next turn. They don't have great blocks. Apparently they've got something else to do. Are they thinking about playing a land? Question is, do we... A young hero doesn't do anything on the Scream Puff, really, so I guess we'd rather Shatter the Oath if we're going to kill one of their creatures. Hold on. Let's see. Up to 2 target creatures can't block this turn. Or we just drop this as a haste creature. Opponent wants to race. We'll race. Holy moly, they go to 7. Okay. And we get a food. Got a treasure. Why don't you give me that treasure and draw a card? We'll know they're desperate if they do that. They got a handful of cards. 4 toughness is a tough thing for people to deal with in this. Okay, they get a 2/2 knight. They might think twice about attacking here. Nope. This is sorcery speed. If I drop a land, they get another treasure. I could Prophetic Prism, and we don't really have a great target for the young hero roll, though. That's the 4/4 Wicked. possibly the better play to make the 5/5 Wicked. Okay, they've got something that deals at least 3 at instant speed, it looks like. But they're just going to pop this. They've got a block. Torch the tower. Okay, deals 2 damage. They sacrifice, they bargain it. They didn't necessarily want me making a food. You see how they were originally blocking the Scream Puff. Okay, let's scry 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom. And that 1 on top. So they like what they're about to draw. They do get an extra damage there off the Wicked roll. I don't think I need to play the mountain here. Doesn't do me much good. I'll wait until they played their turn. We could Prophetic Prism. Next turn we want to double spell maybe. Okay, so they got another one of these. So give them a nice. Don't get anything to put our young hero on yet. Let's Prophetic Prism first. Another cut in. Right. One way or another, they're gonna force the chump block here. Helen's Light Blade, okay. Oh, they did the bargain wrong, maybe? How many of these they got? They just keep getting it back? They're just looping them? Obnoxious. We're just flooding out now. I guess I'll hold this back.
Here comes the flood. Drink up, dreamers. You're running dry.
Need something that exiles. Get rid of this sucker. They should be scared attacking because they've already seen we have 1 haste creature. The Bellowing Bruiser. They don't know if we have more. We don't, but... Gallant Pie Wielder. Okay. Probably a better target for the cut-in. Let's hope we get a young hero creature that we can double spell here. No! Alright. We're about to get pie wielded. Gonna snack on some food. Knightly Valor. Oh, jeez. Yeah. That was a big hit. Getting hit for 10. Let's eat some food. And now that's out of range of the cut-in too. This is bad. This is very bad. Heart Flame Duelist. Okay. So can I slash and cut in? Thing is, the instant and sorcery spells getting lifelink is nice. They're just gonna bring this dude back, but that's, I guess, what it is. I play the Duelist Oh, I can play the duelist and cut in. That's beautiful. And give a young hero roll to the duelist. Well, there's the advantage of flooding out. If its toughness is 3 or less, it's going to buff up. But they have removal, though. No blocks. I think they probably got another Light's Blades. Rail Guide. Make some rats. No tax. I think if they are not careful, we could be wide on them with these rats. Okay, now they're just dumping their hand. What happens? It gets lifelink. This is not going well. They die in the air real fast. We can young hero up one of these rats. Doesn't get through. We try to send in the duelist, they'll just chump with the 2-1 or the 2-2. We're out of gas. They're at 5. Three-turn clock if they can't. Oh, great! They're just playing another another rare here. Okay, they're not able to double spell it though. This 6 life right here is our life from the. All right. Well, I think we're willing to trade with Godric for sure. And that can gain double strike, so we'll take that off the board. And we still die. Yeah, alright, good game. Boom, 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 boom. So apparently the last couple of days the meta has shifted to red-white aggro. And our opponent had a great example of that. Red-white celebration aggro. We did have him low at one point. Just couldn't quite push that last damage. Only red mana, but we have a prophetic prism, so I think we can keep it. They're coming out hot with the gingerbread on us. Okay. Gonna be a little bit slow here. Black-white aggro. Okay, well. Now we have the option to do Witch's Vanity. Take out the 2/2. May regret not taking out the gingerbread. You can stab wound it next turn. You have to. Protect his parents. That makes a wicked roll, so we probably want to get a creature down first. We could make this a 3/3. On the other hand, we have the Prophetic Prism. Not a great blocker yet, but we're getting close to the Bruiser. 2/3 is not a bad blocker. Trades with the Protected Parents. They'll definitely trade and put the thing on the Ginger Brute. Let's get the 2/2 going. As much as I like the Stolen, well, maybe Stolen Goodies next turn if we just get this Witch down. All right. We'll force them to put a mana into the Ginger Brute if they want to get it through. Might draw an enchantment or something onto the Ginger Brute. Okay, this takes flight. That could be it for the Witch. And we missed getting the Wicked roll. And I've got a Wasp. I'm out. Hope I got it. Let's see. So, one turn away from the Bruiser next turn. You just take out the Ginger Brute. They're going to hit us hard with the Protective Parents for 5. Guess that's how it's got to be. Let's hope they can't bargain this. Princess takes flight. Reindeer. Reindeers are better than people. Okay, looks like they're not going to be able to bargain. Ishmaboygan. Well, let's just get a big ol' chonker down here. No attacks. We can tap my chonker down though. We're at 8. If they can't drop 2 enchantments here, then we'll be at 2. I'll have to crack that food. Hopeless Nightmare. We lose the Naughty, I guess. They tap down the 2/3. Okay, they got another enchantment. So they're gonna tap down the 4/4. They got removable. Alright. We are dead. That wasn't much of a game. Alright. We'll try to win at least one more game. Get this deck to 500. Baronati on 2. Opponent is going first. Play Baronati on 2. Played the double rats on 3. Okay, they're blue, so they may be slower. I have a chance. The second color. Not yet. We've got some kind of instant. Is it a counterspell? Ooh, I'm excited about these rats if opponent can't put a blocker down here. Loving that. I do get a voracious vermin. This is instant speed too. We got a bounce spell or something. Alright, we made him waste 3 mana there. They were holding up mana. Okay, Restless Bivouac. Weird. Take some rats. Why did opponent keep this hand? Other decks would be running him over by now. Okay, spell stutter it. We can bring that back though with the Fell Horseman, so I'm not super worried about that. I think I'm gonna monstrous rage here. Flick a coin. It is weak to flick a coin. We bring that back with the Fell Horseman? Or we bring back the thing that's make a bunch of rats? Now they have Frostbridge Guard. That keeps the pressure on. Do seem to be kind of a control deck here. Ooh, we can play Scream Puff. And Hero snowballing. This fairy can't block, but can only block creatures with flying, so yeah, you want to chump the Baronati? They don't. Alright, opponent. Like they got a bit color screwed. Flooding out on the blue. Discerning Financier. We're actually color screwed too because we can't play Shadow of the Oath at the moment. They're gonna ice the Scream Puff. What do we get? We get an Evolving Wilds. Let's go get another black. We will return the creature to our hand. It's going to be the Rat Catcher, because we can immediately adventure that. Get tapped out here. This is lethal. They got a block. At least one of these guys. With Shadow of the Oath coming, do they have a board wipe? That's the big question, I guess. They've got a rat. You give me a treasure. Galvanic Giant. Guess we'll remove that instead. With Good roll on the rat. Gonna deal a damage even if they block it now. They kill it. Yeah. GG's. Alright, we at least got to 500 with this deck. I'm back on camera. Hopefully this has been an interesting bit of gameplay. Taking you through the history of the first week of Wilds of Eldraine. Well, we got a lot of colors. Yeah, this is keepable. Give away no information. Opponent plays red rotisserie element. Okay. We gonna go get our 1 plains. Balganare. Next turn we can make 2 rats. They can't block. First do. Oh, eventually they can sacrifice it for the skewer counter. Okay. An instant. Cracking back on him. Oh, here we go. Let's get a lifelink. Lifelink, a difelink. I might just have a way to kill these guys. Yeah, they're gonna kill one of the Baronattis. Oh well. That was our one shot at giving this guy lifelink. Merry Band. What do they put? They put it on the elemental. Okay. Well, once we have enough mana, we'll just take that guy out with Extreme Prejudice. Or we want a young hero, probably the Baronati. Fingerboot's not a bad target either. No block. We can win this race. We'll create a Wicked Roll attached to the rat. And that's an instant speed, huh? We do the Ginger Brute, or should we just get down the Rat Catcher, I guess? Edgewall Pack. When it celebrates, we can just take out the Merry Bards now. Oh, like it's lifelink? Maybe I should have used the Monstrous Rage. Be attacking into a 3/3. They might be able to win this race unless we can take out that Tweenvale Guide. And no block. Okay. See how they block. Probably their best block they could do. So, probably a good chance they celebrate here again. They're back to 9. Hopeful Vigil, okay. Yep. We go to 1. We can't allow that. Keep this on the clock here. Okay. We go to 2. Reprieved. We could roll on the rat. The trainee. The rat, right? The rat can't block anyways. So we want to be sending it in. I think we have to keep 2 blockers. It's just too, like with 3 cards in their hand, it's too good a chance. We're on the back foot. Oh, they got another flyer, great. Okay. We're just flooding out.
Here comes the flood. Drink up, dreamers. You're running dry.
Could have maybe snuck in there with the Ratcatcher trainee if they would call the bluff. But now all they need to do is remove our Baronati and they win. Looks like they have something that can target it. Oh, they're just attacking with the rat, huh? Interesting. They're worried about a big crackback, I guess, with our double striker. Sorcerer roll on that, sure. Sorcerer roll on that, okay. Okay, well. Take the flyer out. Do we attack? They've already shown us they don't have removal, right? But they could just top deck it. I think we need to get within range of double strike on this. Yeah, okay. They top decked it. So close! Okay, well. We're ranking up in gold here, or ranking down in gold. Well, we did rank up a little bit in gold. I've had some drafts on my phone since then that have done well. But anyways, thanks for joining me here in the attic. I've been Mana Dad, reminding you Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. And if you watch this far, leave hashtag busy dad, because I've been a busy dad. I wanted to get this out sooner, but so it goes.